Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. I hope you're having a beautiful day. We're going to jump in charts for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Do technicals. I added a Bitcoin trade yesterday. I've got one Bitcoin trade over on Bybit. I'm going to set buy orders lower. And then on the weekly charts, I'm going to look back when I can get into Nvidia, Google, Tesla, Bitcoin, Ton. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button, turn on the bell. This is my watch list currently. And I'm going to stick with that watch list. My biggest positions will be Bitcoin, Tesla, Nvidia, Google, all the AI plays. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into technicals. Right now, the market, the altcoins pull back. Bitcoin pumped a little bit from the 80K low. You can see Bitcoin 86,000. The weekly chart just finished. Let's see what we got on the weekly. It was not a good candle, to be honest. This week, the last weekly candle, 96,000 down to 80K. Stochastic and RSI is still heading down, but nearly oversold on the weekly. Stochastic was very oversold on the weekly. One of the most oversold. When the stochastic, how it works, above the dotted line, time to sell, it's overbought. Below the dotted line on the weekly, time to buy, it's oversold. And that's the main indicator I use for everything. As I teach you in the Crypto Master Course, that's the main indicator. Crypto Guru Bot is flipped to a red sell 3 weeks ago. It fired a red sell before that big drop. It fired around 106K. And if you look, the first time the Crypto Guru Bot fired a buy was February 2023 at 20K, and it fired a sell at 107K in 2025. So almost 2 years of a blue buy before it fired a red sell. So that's quite a big warning. You get it in jamescryptoguru.com. The bots, you can get the bots there. Bitcoin indicator bot also fired a sell at around 115, hasn't fired a buy yet. So both of them are red sells. Stochastic is oversold but still not heading up yet. Just looks oversold in general. So we've got to be a bit cautious here. It's oversold, but it's not yet heading up. On the daily, the stochastic is trying to turn up. It went gray for a moment, got a little bit of a bounce yesterday, and that happens on the weekends. We get bounces, and then on the weekday, it usually sells off. We came to 88,000. On the daily, Crypto Guru Bot, still a red sell. Bitcoin indicator bot, you get at jamescryptoguru.com, fired a buy, but it fired a buy fired a buy. On the 4-hourly stochastic, overbought already. Not such a good sign. It went up from 80K to 88K and it's already fading off. Looks like a bit of a rising wedge. Where I would take along, we should get a double bottom usually. So the safest point to take along, you can see my target I warned everyone about this drop for a long time. We had that rising wedge. We had a 36% correction. Rising wedge. I was warning everyone, rising wedge, be cautious. And we broke down. Target is still 74K. So I've got laddered orders down. I've got an order at 74K, 80K, 83K. I have all these laddered orders down. I don't think we come to 63. I think major support would be at 70. But just keep in mind, it is possible. We've seen Bitcoin go from 69K to 15K. On the daily, we are trying to get a bounce, V-shaped kind of recovery. On the 4-hourly, I would take along from 74K as the big long and 80K as smaller longs, laddered orders down. But 74K would be the big long to take it back to around 100K. And on the other lines, I would add positions, so smaller longs here, and build the position as it comes down. That's my goal. I want to be building. Those are the two trades I take. So, for example, this one at 80K, risk reward 13 times, 1,400 to make $19,000 with no leverage. 10x leverage would be 190,000. Opening at 80,500. And you can see I've got trades already set up over on Bybit. I've started a trade on Bitcoin. I've got 182. I moved cash out of this account when I went all into cash. And you can see where I bought Bitcoin. The trade is now, it was 2,000 in positive. Now it's back to even. It was almost 2K in positive, this trade. We went to 80K and then as soon as Monday started, it just dropped down to 86K. We pumped, I bought yesterday. You can see here I bought at around 85, 86. Then we came down to 85 again. Then it went all the way to 88 and now it's just falling off. I'm I'm going to close half of this position because it does look like it's going to drop. So I'm going to close 50% of this position. I'll take a $30 loss. Let's see if it get a little bounce, and then I'll close it out just to be, okay, $28. I'm going to close half of it, half of Bitcoin, and I'm going to set, I've got buy orders, you can see at 83K, 80K, 83K, 69K, 74K. I want to do 80K as well. These are all my buy areas. 80K I have. These are all my buy areas for Bitcoin. I want to slowly build a position because I don't think this drop, it might not be finished. We didn't get a double bottom or any indicator or inverse head and shoulders yet. No big indicator that we have bottomed out on Bitcoin. I'm also going to set this trade over on WeX. I've got an order set 75K, and I'll make a smaller one at 80K. 80,000, and I'll do half a Bitcoin long. Half a Bitcoin long at 80,000. Oh no, I want to do more. 20,000. Half a Bitcoin long, 0.25 Bitcoin at 80,000. So I've got those two orders set, 80,000 and 75,000. Let's see if it pulls back to there. Let's go into the technicals. I'm going to look on the weekly. So Bitcoin now oversold on the weekly. 80K was a nice buy, and then we got a 10% pump from 80K to 88K after a 36% drop. Huge drop on Bitcoin. It was really very strong drop. 36% from the top in 1 month. And it does seem to be pulling back a little bit, which is not too good to see. 80K, 83K, 74K. I think on the weekly, the main support is sitting at 70K. So just keep that in mind. 70K, I would say, is, or even 69, but around 70K would be the main support. So I've got laddered orders down. Let's look into Google. Tesla, actually, let's check out Tesla. It's on the weekly, stochastic is heading down. We're on support at 391. We sold at around 480. 474 we sold. I sold it right off the top, and we're already down since I sold around 17%. The stochastic has a long point to drop before it comes down to oversold like it was in April when we were buying it. We made 116%. We locked in those gains. My target to buy, I would say, would be on major support, which is now sitting at, we've got a strong support at 290. Then we have another major support at 243. So 290 would be my buying range. And if that pulls back that much, we are talking almost a 37% drop on Tesla. So I'm not ready to buy on Tesla yet. Google, I'm back in Google with a small position. It's just heading up. No yet pullback, stochastic heading up. It's making higher highs on the weekly, on the daily. Let's turn on the Bitcoin indicator bot. Again, you get it at jamescryptoguru.com. Bitcoin indicator bot fired a sell. It fired a buy at 150 on the April tariff low when we were buying it at 142. It fired a buy, and now then it fired a sell there. Then it fired a buy, and now it fired a sell. Interesting. On the daily, still pushing up. Looks like a bull flag. On the daily, still looks like a bull flag. First impulse, we're still heading up. Doesn't look like it's got resistance yet. Stochastic is heading up on the daily as well. I'm currently in Google with a small position. My target is 348 from that bull flag. Let's look at Nvidia 178. Nvidia looks like a dangerous pattern on Nvidia. This is a rising wedge. I'm out of Nvidia yet. We ran it from the April tariff lows, builds pressure and breaks down the base of the triangle. So we could get a drop. The main support on Nvidia on the weekly support, main support is 86, 119, and a major one at 135, which I think could easily get there. Since we sold Nvidia, we sold near the top as well. If you watch my videos, we sold almost 2 months ago. We're already down since I sold 15%. Same with Tesla. That's why when they're overbought, time to collect your capital. And we made mega gains. If you've been following my trades and my buys, we bought the April tariff lows. You can see, and then I sold all the positions, spot and derivatives, back in October, locking in gains, which was in August, which was beautiful. And you can see here where we bought the April tariff lows. How I knew to mostly go into cash, everything all-time high, everyone giving ridiculous prices. This was in October. The same people from 2021, even same people talking about their targets. And this was when we bought the April tariff lows. Where was the... You can see it in my tweets, one of them where I show that, here, I'm buying, and this was the day of the low, 7th of April, 464,000 people watched it, buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tesla, Nvidia, Google, Uni, and then we ran it up, and we took profits on those, and made mega gains after running it up, which was beautiful. Those same ones, we locked in those gains almost 100% plus on all of them, which is beautiful. All the links are down below. There's a Black Friday sale, 40% off all courses till 18th to 28th of November. The code is Black Friday. JamesCryptoGuru.com to get those. All the links are down below. Bybit's main exchange for trading, lowest fees, best liquidity, WeX $200 sign-up bonus, KYC free worldwide exchange. And the Telegram, join the Telegram, trade with everyone, and JamesCryptoGuru.com for the courses. And you can see some people's, I'm in the process of buying $2 million house. I'm up 122K. You can see what people are saying about the courses and following me on X, etc. And join us in the Telegram. 197 of you online right now. I closed half that position. This guy went short at 87. Who's trading TON? I haven't bought back into TON yet, but I will start building a position soon in TON. I'm going to check it out in the next video. That's my updates in the market, everyone. Right now, be careful. It's not the time to get into. Everything is back into the oversold like it was on April tariff lows. I'm going to get back in Tesla, Nvidia, Google, Bitcoin, TON, Uni. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up, and turn on the bell. Learn from me. Rule number 1 by Warren Buffett, protect your capital. Rule number 2, don't forget rule number 1. You don't need to make huge amounts of money every time. You need to protect the money you make. Even when you get to 20,000 or 30,000 in your stock account or in your investment portfolio, if you invest it smart, if you trade it well, you can run it up to life-changing money. You already become rich the moment you have some capital. You're not at zero. That's the struggle. Everyone's paycheck. I used to be like that. Paycheck to paycheck at zero. Once you start building up your capital and you follow rule number 1, as soon as you get even 10 or 20K in your account, you start to see growth in your capital, in your investments. Tesla, Nvidia, Google, 20K, if you followed me back in 2015, would be worth hundreds of or millions of dollars by now. On Tesla, Nvidia, Bitcoin. Bitcoin was 3K when we were buying it. Tesla we were buying in 2015. Nvidia we were buying in 2016. You're already just from that 20K. So follow rule number 1. And if you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.